that Dorian is now on this side with his family. He was freaking out about being over here, and I just wasn't sure how I would react because the babies weren't hatched on this side, but a couple of them kept being escape artists trying to get to their father, and he would actually chase the ducks away from his goslings and keep them safe and even warm them up until they went back over here with mom. They followed him just like they follow her, eating, enjoying themselves. You can see over there, that pink thing on the ground, that's actually part of a dragon fruit that they were eating. And so with him running back and forth and taking such good care of the goslings, I decided that maybe I'd try letting him see over the fence and how he reacted. And he immediately started flapping his wings. Now, if you don't know this, there's nothing like a 30-pound goose start flapping its wings when you're holding it. It is pretty scary, freaky. I don't know. Have you ever gotten hit by a duck wing? I have. I don't want to get hit by a crazy goose's wing. So, I guess a crazy gander's wing. But either way, I ended up letting him go through the fence. And he's been doing great, feeding and taking care of the babies, showing them how to eat. Right now, they're over there, and of course they waited until I took out the camera and started recording. There's actually a blue container that's over 2.5 feet high, and they're eating all of last year's herbs out of it. They're actually ripping out the woody stems of my Jerusalem sage, which is fine. It works out, honestly, and I'll start something new there eventually. But it's pretty cool to see them just kind of cleaning up all of the areas of the garden, taking the peas off the trellis, clipping back everything. And one thing that they've been doing that's actually interesting and really cool, it makes me feel like a high achiever, actually. I don't know if that's the right words. It makes me feel like I did something right seeding this area. And that would be, yes, you're going to see part of the fence in here, guys. I'm filming through the fence. I have my house shoes on. I'm not trying to get them all muddy. And by house shoes, I mean my tennis shoes and not my water boots. So here we are. These are the forage turnips that I planted. They're the purple top globe, white globe turnips. I love them. They're so good. I actually tried a leaf the other day and it was super sweet with all this cold weather. And you can see they look like little skeletons here in the garden. And that's because all of my geese, including all 7 goslings, have been eating back the leaves. The cool thing about turnips is the leaves are just keep producing over and over again until they either go to seed or you harvest the turnip. Now, I'm going to harvest the turnips before they go to seed. Could I eat these turnips? Yeah, you bet yourself I could, and I probably will. You know, I need to make sure they're well washed, but I take really good care of my birds. I know that they're not riddled with disease. I know that they don't have anything that can hurt them. If it was in a different type of industry where I thought, oh, well, it's probably going to be riddled with E. coli or something else, probably wouldn't eat it. But if you're that type that's freaking out right now, thinking that I'm going to poison my family and myself, it's cool. The good news is if you have other livestock, they'll eat the turnips. Rabbits will eat the turnips. Pigs will eat the turnips. Chickens will eat turnips. Slice them up where geese can break them down. They will eat turnips. Ducks are special. They'll probably choke on the turnip. They have a tendency to eat things that they shouldn't. A duck would try to eat a goldfish twice its size and end up choking. I love my ducks, but sometimes it seems like I sacrificed all of the good traits that they have for intelligence, honestly. If you actually look closely here, you can see a turnip is forming, and quite a few of them. This is just one of many turnips that has formed, and now that all of the greens are gone, you can really see it pretty well. I'm ecstatic about that. I absolutely love gardening. I love lazy gardening. As you know, this used to be our duck area, so I just let the ducks do all the work. They fertilized this. It sat for a while they got put on the other side. I came in, I completely reseeded the entire area just by sprinkling turnips and carrots and collard green seeds right on top of the soil. And then it's just been growing all of this time, and I actually made a video about it if you think that I'm crazy for doing it. It works so well, and before the freeze you could have seen just how much there was. And then even after that, my geese have been eating and eating and eating this for days, mama and baby. So I just love it. I think that it's a great way to do things. And I got all my seeds for $1 scoop from the feed store while they were liquidating all of their turnip seeds. That means I literally got 200 plus thousand seeds for $5. I'm not even kidding. It was how many ever seeds could fit into the scooper, and this scooper was massive. It was a couple of tablespoons deep. So I'm pretty ecstatic. Now, this is pretty awesome. You can kind of see they're just doing a grand job. I'm so in love with these geese. They're not doing a great job of keeping their water cleaned, and because it's raining, all the feed that they didn't eat is just mash. So that's gross. So I'm actually gonna have to go inside and get on my water boots and clean all of this out, and probably take away the grain for a little bit, or just put some on the ground, but they don't really seem interested in it. It is supposed to rain again today, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the foreseeable future. So if you don't see a ton of videos, that's why. I'm just going to be inside working on my schoolwork, because I'm still a full-time student, and I'm a mom of 4. And, I don't know, enjoying having an excuse to do nothing else. You know, because it's raining. I don't really know. So here's Dorian and his gang just kind of hanging out. You can see them through the fence. There's not a ton going on outside. My crabapple tree is blossoming, and that is absolutely breathtaking. But other than that, these babies are just kind of growing and living their best life with their parents right now. So if you've kind of heard the rumor that both geese and ganders make excellent parents, I'm here to tell you that I tested out, and this rumor is absolutely true. Both Dorian and Nemo are the absolute best parents. We love them so much. I'm so proud of them. I just can't believe how well they're doing, and I can't wait to see their babies grow up and become parents themselves. It's gonna be fun, me living in the city, even though I'm in a HOA-free, unrestricted area, and because my kids are in 4-H, we can kind of get away with having certain animals. And also, I do try to keep the noise down for my neighbors, but, I mean, 9 geese. Lost my mind. Not that I ever had it before. All that's really happened so far is that these goslings have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and eaten more. You can see them over there living their best life. Let me zoom in. Eating and foraging those turnips and collards, just like I said. They are massive. These babies are just growing and growing, but they're not really changing in color. They're not really changing as far as feathers. They still look like just big, fluffy, cute babies. So I'm wondering if maybe because of their sheer size and how much they have to grow in the first couple of weeks, if they just don't feather out as quickly as ducks and chickens do. My ducks feather out really fast. Just a month ago, I was posting videos about my ducklings being in a brooder, and now they're look like full-size adults. So it's kind of interesting how all of that works. Hi, babies! Do you want to come visit now? That makes me so happy. Hi, Nemo. Nemo's our female. She's pretty small. And if you guys haven't been following for a while, I'm really excited to have you here. And you should know that both of our geese are under a year old, and within a month of having them here, they had already laid a nest, and we're halfway in through the incubation process of ducklings. We've had them for about 2 months now, and they have ducklings. I mean, why am I keep saying ducklings? They have goslings, which is pretty exciting. Hi, Dorian. My aunt came over the other day. It was the first time she saw all the babies in person, and she saw Dorian, and she was just like, I now understand why they had a Christmas goose and not a Christmas turkey or chicken. And it's true, geese are massive. And not only are they absolutely huge, they're special because, like, these geese, she laid 9 eggs and 7 of them hatched out. So it's not something that you're gonna get a ton of eggs with, like chickens or ducks, and it makes it kind of a commodity and very special. I went to the grocery store and I saw a young goose that was under 12 pounds, and they were charging almost $200 for it. And at that point in time, I was like, I'm not eating my geese right now because I need them to do a job and forage and take care of the lawn, and I need to build my flock. But yeah, if I'm gonna eat geese or ducks, I'm going to raise my own. I'm not gonna go to the grocery store. They're just too easy for me to take care of for me to not do so. So I'm just gonna leave these guys in peace and let them kind of forage and enjoy what is left of the rainless day, because believe me, the storms are rolling in, the skies are getting dark once again. This is the theme of Southeast Texas winters, and our winters really just start in February through the beginning of March. Things get crazy, and then suddenly, like nothing happened, spring will arrive in mid to late March, and next thing you know, it'll be 95 degrees outside, and then we'll have 3 months of drought with absolutely no rain and 100+ degree weather. So, welcome to Houston, Texas, guys, if you've never been. As always, thank you guys for listening to me ramble on. I know that we've gotten a lot of subscribers in the last couple of weeks, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I am even more grateful for all of you guys who were here in the beginning watching me kind of learn how to do this and make a mess of my videos. So I just can't thank everyone enough. If there's something specific that you guys want to learn about ducks or geese or gardening, please let me know. Dorian making a mess for the camera, because I'll be happy to let you know there was so much information I couldn't find when starting out, so I want to make sure that everyone else has that information.